First opening in 1972 with just two anchor stores, the third anchor would be added in 1976 to Elkhart, Indiana's new Concord Mall.
It's like real nice.
We enter into the makeshift food court. Common to early malls, there was no designated food area when it was built, but the alcove here was added in 2008 in space of the former Osco drugstore. Across the concourse is Enzo's Pizza, a local favorite that has been around since the 90s. Between 2008 and 2012, while the country was in a recession, Concord Mall's owners spent millions of dollars in repairs and renovations to the mall. But thankfully, they kept the beautiful retro original design of the interior. The mid-90s, however, were a bad time for the mall, with several businesses closing. By 1998, things had righted themselves and several new stores opened, including a Sam Goody's music store and Suncoast Movies. I found an old news piece for the 2008 developments detailing the food court and some other developments they had planned.
We're really very excited for 2008. We've got our new food court, The Grove, is open and fully functional. It's been really well received by our customers and all of the merchants that work here at the mall. Potentially a new supermarket and also some freestanding pad sites for restaurants, possibly a business class hotel and other mixed uses that we think will be very well received, again in demand frankly by the marketplace.
Today, the Kmart is an RP Home and Harvest store. The planned hotel never came through, nor did a $50 million redevelopment in 2016 happen that would have seen the mall converted into an open-air market space. Also outside the mall, but long gone, was a movie theater and a spa showroom that opened in 1977 at a cost of several $million.
Look at this one, though. You can go in there if you wanted. Even this one, it's not like properly sealed. And you can even see in there. It's like an old game simulator right here. That's pretty poor design.
Hobby Lobby takes up part of the space of Montgomery Ward, which was divided in 2002 to accommodate Hobby Lobby and an ABC warehouse, which does not have concourse access.
I kind of love it. Yeah. Check this out. This is so cool. Does it say, is this like Elkhart back in the day? Doesn't say what it was. It's just kind of a design. That's thunder?
Yeah.
Here also is the first appearance of this strange old man who shadowed us for most of the time in the mall. Keep an eye out for him in the shots, as he just wandered around mumbling to himself constantly. Opposite this mural is a large square garden that's planted each year in front of where Jo-Ann Fabrics used to reside. They, just like Spencer's and several other stores, have vacated the mall and moved down the road into a plaza. The center of the mall is now a children's play area. Back in the day, a large fountain was here. However, this low-res image is the only thing I could find that shows what it used to look like. Prior to COVID, numerous events were still held here. For the children, there was live animal and magic shows. For adults, job fairs, car shows, and other speakers happened quite frequently.
Arcade. We'll walk in there afterwards.
JCPenney's has remained at Concord since its 1976 edition. In 2020, the location was one of 13 announced for closure, but would later be decided to remain open. A small arcade exists here. Back in the day, an Aladdin's Castle and Time Out arcades were both in the mall, but are long gone businesses.
Oh, somebody got mad with that. Oh, is this section? It must be closed off. Unfortunately, there's a security guy right there. I think that was the office security guy was sitting in the corner back there.
The northern wing, where Carson's was located, has been closed off completely. This anchor has had the most changes in the mall's history. It began as a Robertson's before opening as a Mays department store in 1985, which next became Elder Beerman in 1989 and would finally be rebranded to Carson's in 2011 and finally closed in 2018. COVID has not been kind to Concord. In 2020, a Chicago-based investment group purchased the mall but defaulted on the property a year later, having never paid the $7 million mortgage loan. In 2022, they filed for bankruptcy but were denied. This allows the previous owners to continue to try and sell the property. I can say I sincerely hope this mall finds a buyer and remains afloat. So few malls across the country have kept their original design, and it would be a shame if Concord Mall is not around for visitors to appreciate this bygone era.
Remember all of these spaces being filled with stores, and to see so many empty spaces now helped us to realize that malls are struggling these days.
You know, I came here with my grandparents and stuff when I was a kid, you know, and I would like to keep bringing my kids here like I was brought here, you know. I hope that stays open forever.
It could use something that grabs people to it, like something that people like to go to, like a clothing store.
I came here as a little girl when I first opened, and it's depressing to walk into it anymore. It's so quiet.
When I walk around a space like this, I feel kind of sad.
So while shoppers see some of these places as ghost towns, experts are saying they're just in a period of transition.
It'll be more fun, more interactive, probably more social, but you're not going anywhere.